Hey everyone, this is Tim from Your Six Studios. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to install Linux Fedora onto your computer. So I have my laptop over here I'm going to install it on, and I'm going to need this little USB drive right here. This is 64 gigabytes, but I don't think the install is too large. So if you have a 16 gigabyte or maybe even like an 8 gigabyte, you should be good because it's only like 4 or 5 gigabytes total. So I'm going to plug this into my computer and then I'm going to get started, and it's very easy from here. So let's go over to google.com now, and we need to download this, and it could take a little bit of time to download. So let's type it in google.com right here, and then go on down to search and type in Fedora Linux download. And then we got fedoraproject.org right here on the top. We can just go to this first link here, or we can go to like a download down here, but let's go to Fedora Linux project. It'll take me to this URL right here, fedoraproject.org. And now we want to go ahead and install this onto our computer, or just download it. So let's find the download link under this page. And if we go on down, we should be able to see the newest version right here. It says it's your operating system, latest version 43. Then we want to get the desktop version. So I believe they have server versions on here, so you don't want that. So the leading Linux desktop, I'm not sure about that, but Fedora Workstation is a polished, easy to use operating system for laptop. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get this one. And then we can go to download. And then we can go to a download link. So let's see which one we want here. We got for Intel AMD x86-64 system. So this is probably going to be your PC right here. Let's go to the download link right here. Download. And then prompt this download. And you can see I already have it installed right here, or downloaded. So once you download it, we need to put this onto a flash drive. So we will need another program, which makes it a lot easier. This is called Etcher. So let's just type this in. I think they changed their name over the years too. I think it's balenaEtcher now. So just type in Etcher, balenaEtcher. Sounds like someone's first and last name now. So this will be etcher.balena.io. And then we can scroll on down. And here we go. We have the download Etcher. We can just download it on Windows. If we're doing it from Windows, we should probably be doing that. And then when we download it, just save it here. So once we have that installed and we got our download, we want to open up Etcher. So let's go to my desktop and type in Etcher. And it should open up. Oh, never mind. I don't see it anywhere. So let's just go to the Windows Start button and see if we can find it under the most recent. So here it is. It's called balenaEtcher on my computer. So maybe try typing balena in. So we're going to get this little program opening up. And it's going to make it a lot easier to install everything. So it says select the file you downloaded from a flash drive. Or from, let's just click this. Now we want to look for our downloads wherever we saved it. So I'd saved it in my downloads folder. Then locate the file that you downloaded, Fedora Workstation Live. So let's choose that. And then it's already seen my PNY drive on here, so I'm going to change this so you can just see. You want to choose your USB drive that you plugged in. So mine is 64 gigabytes, or it looks like 62 is popping up. And you can see your other drives under here too, my system drives. I have an external 5 terabyte hard drive. Make sure you don't accidentally install this somewhere else. And then we can go to select. And then we can go to flash. And this is going to go ahead and start copying over now. And it says it's starting. And it looks like this download size is only like 2 gigabytes. And I don't think you need to worry about formatting at all. Every time I've done this, I never formatted my drive. So it's only 2 gigabytes. So if you got like a 4 gigabyte from, I don't know, like 2005 or something, it should work. So this is going actually pretty quick. And it's giving me an estimated time of like 40 seconds or something right here. So once we get done with this, we're going to want to go to our boot options and change how we boot from our computer. So we boot off of our USB drive instead of just starting up a computer normally. So once this gets done, we'll switch it over to my computer. Okay, so my USB is now complete, and I'm not going to plug this in quite yet. I want to restart my computer into the boot options. Now, most of the time, if you press the delete key when it's starting up at the right time, it should work. So I'm going to just power off, and I have Linux Mint on here. I really like Linux Mint. Now, I'm going to restart this, and then I'm going to press this delete key when I see the computer symbol on the screen. So I think I went to shut off, so I have to power it on. Just gives me a little bit of extra time to think about what I'm doing. So I'm going to wait now, and then when I see that symbol, you got to press it instantly, otherwise it won't go to the BIOS menu. So go ahead and just do that. Now you want to find the boot options under here. So go on over to boot, or it could be in a different location. It's going to say boot option 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. You want to go to the first boot option, and it might say CD or DVD, and I'm assuming if you don't have a DVD drive, it's just going to auto boot from this and you won't have an issue. That's what happens on my other computer, my desktop. So you want to switch it from USB CD, DVD to USB hard disk. Or if you do have this plugin, just change it to the name of your USB device. So mine would be like probably showing up PNY. So I'm going to choose hard disk. Now I can go ahead and put this in, and then it should launch off it. So let's go to where it says save and quit on the top now. Save changes and exit. Press enter, press enter. And now I have this USB plugged in right here. And we're going to just watch this. So on mine, I can see some light, so I know it's reading it. And then I have this option. I can go up to the top here and go to Start Fedora Workstation Live. And I'm going to press enter right there. And then I'm going to go through this install process. So it's going to restart my computer, and I can see Fedora down there at the bottom. And this process right here might take like 5 minutes, and it's just going to keep loading. So just a heads up if it just seems like it's stuck. It's not stuck, it's just loading. Alright, so now this popped up maybe like 3 seconds later, and we can go to install Fedora Linux. Let's just choose this one right here. And then we'll just wait for this to proceed. So Fedora, this is actually my first time trying it, so I guess we'll see. I like Linux Mint a lot in Ubuntu. So let's go to English. How would you like to install? So if you want to dual boot and keep your old operating system on there, you do have the option. It says share disk with operating system. So you could go to that. You need at least gigabytes available. And I might do that in the future, but I'm just going to go to use entire disk if I don't want a dual boot. I only want Fedora. And then we can erase the other partitions on here. Don't need to encrypt my data or anything like that. So we can go to here now, and we can see everything. I'm going to go to I understand, and am I able to edit any of this stuff in here? No. So it looks like it's going to use my entire disk here. I got 1 terabyte of NVMe, so I can see my drive. Storage configuration. Do we have any option in here to change my destination? Yes, right here. So if you have multiple drives plugged in, you're going to want to change it right here. So I got my Kingston. I only have 1. So if you got multiple drives, just a heads up, you don't want to accidentally install this on a different drive. Then I'm going to go to I understand. It looks like it's going to do everything for me. So that's a little bit easier process than the other installs where you have to delete your partitions and then you got to make a new one. So if you're doing a clean install, it wouldn't be such a problem because everything on your disk is unallocated when you just open it up. So it looks like we got software installation right there in progress. So this is probably going to take about 5 minutes here too. This entire process will probably take about 30 minutes total to get set up and running. But Linux is a lot quicker than installing Windows. So it says successfully installed. We can exit to live desktop right here. Now when you exit to the live desktop, go up to the top right, and there will be an option to restart your computer under power. And then we're going to be able to continue the setup. And it's going to ask you your language, so you can just choose English. Let's go US, next. And then you can connect to the Wi-Fi right here. Go to next, and then location services, automatic reporting. Type in your city. So we can go to Chicago on here if I can see it. Otherwise I'm going to have to type everything in. Chicago, let's just go O'Hare or something like that. Next. Enable third-party repositories. Enable, provide access to additional software from select external sources. Okay, I can do that. I can go to next. And then come up with the name. And then what is enterprise login? So I'm just going to do this one. Let's go with Tim. Do I need a password on here? Sometimes that gets annoying. Password. Can I go to next? That's the only thing I don't like about Linux. I have to type in a password for everything. Alright, so let's type in this. Okay. And go to next. And we're all done. Start using Fedora right here. Then once this loads, I don't see it. Okay, here's my desktop. You can take a tour if you want. I mean, that could actually be quite useful if you're not used to this. But go up to the top left, and then you can see all these different icons down here. I don't know why they don't have like a little taskbar. That'd be so much nicer. And then we got the different options, and then we can go to settings, system utilities. Otherwise, you can press the Windows button, and I'll open this up too. And then you got your different workstations here, left and right. And then we can go back to show apps, and you got software under here somewhere. Can't see it at the moment, but you can go to software. Oh, here it is. And open up software, and you can start downloading your apps and stuff like Steam, Discord, wherever you want. I don't think you can just drag icons to the home screen, can you? No, it just opens it up. So you probably have to install something else for that. So you can go to the little search icon, get Steam or wherever you want. But hopefully this video did indeed help you out. If it did, leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below.